In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up a Google account. There's a difference between a Google account and a Gmail account. A Gmail account is just an email account from Google that you would use to access your email. Google account can be used to access Google's complete library of services, including Gmail, along with other services like their Google Workspaces and YouTube. Creating a Google account makes it really easy to set up a YouTube channel. So let's start by creating a Google account. What we'll do is we'll navigate to accounts.google.com in your web browser, and you'll be greeted with a screen that says sign in. In our case, we don't have an account yet, so we'll click the link down below that says create account. We have an option for personal use, for my child, or for my work or business. In this case, we're just going to do personal use. You could always use this for business as well. I'm going to give it a fictitious name. We'll enter our birthday. Why do I need my birthday? Well, some of the services that Google offers requires you to be over the age of 18 for consent purposes, so they need to do an age verification. Why does Google ask for your gender? Google will reference you when working with somebody else. It will say, would you like to send they or them a message? If you identify as male, it would say, would you like to send him a message? Or if you were female, it would say, would you like to send her a message? That is the only reason that Google is asking for your gender in this particular dialog box. At this point, we can have Google automatically assign an email address for it, or we can create our own Gmail address, or we can use an existing email if we'd rather do that. In this case, since we don't have a Gmail account tied to this account, we're going to go ahead and let Google create one automatically. I'm going to choose joesure4@gmail.com as the email address. Now we're asked to create a strong password. If you haven't watched my 1Password video, I highly recommend that. I'll put a card up right here so that you can go see that. That is my beginner's guide to 1Password. So it'll take you all the way through the process of how to create a 1Password account and then how to use 1Password. Click next. We can add a recovery email. So if there's unusual activity, Google will send a notification. So unusual activity be somebody logging in from unrecognized location, trying to use a cell phone to change the password, something like that. So having a recovery email allows them to send you an email to a backup address as opposed to just using the default Gmail address that's tied to this account. It's just an extra layer of security to protect you. In this case, we'll go ahead and put a recovery email address in here. You have the option to skip this, but I would recommend putting another email address in here, something like an outlook.com address or any other personal email address. We're asked to review our account information, so we see that it is Joe Sure, and the email is joesure4@gmail.com. We're presented with the privacy and terms for Google. I'm not going to review this here, but you can go and review that at your leisure. We click I agree. We're confirming personalization settings. They're turned on to give a personalized experience that shares information like our location, what apps we're using, and passes that information across apps back and forth. The personalization allows Google to use things like location mapping. So when you're using Google Maps, it'll be able to show your precise location. You can turn it on and off by individual applications. You can tell it to save these information in the Google account. You can turn ads on or off, YouTube history, all these type of things. Again, that's something you want to go through and take a closer look at on your own. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it at the defaults and hit I agree. And here we go. We've been set up with our Google account. It does recommend that we set up a recovery phone number. I highly recommend that. So if somebody tries to break into your account, they'll have to have your phone as well to get in. But from this point, you now have a Google account. It's going to offer all kinds of privacy suggestions and just general information to get you going. You'll be able to update your personal information in here. You can provide some more details, including your addresses, where you live, those type of things, which will help make your Google experience more robust. You can alter your data and privacy settings in here. You can adjust your security. You can share contacts. If you have an existing address book and you want to import that information, you can do that. And finally, you'll be able to store wallet information so that you can make payments for things like any subscriptions you purchase from Google or things like that. Make sure you watch the next video, how to set up a YouTube channel. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and consider subscribing.